Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
An organized crime gang who smuggled more than £24 million worth of hard drugs into the UK has been jailed for a total of 41 years. Police intercepted 2 vans last July and discovered a huge multi-million-pound haul of drugs hidden in boxes in the back, as well as an astonishing 632 kilos of ketamine. Officers also uncovered 70 kilos of cocaine with a combined estimated street value of £24.5 million. The Class A and B substances were concealed in 30 cardboard boxes, which had been shipped into the UK by lorry driver Pavel Budzko, who travelled by ferry into Newhaven Port in East Sussex. From there, it was arranged for the drugs to be transported into the back of 2 vans at a secluded location nearby. The Ford Transit Connect was driven by Charlotte Moore. Stephen Norris was the passenger. The Vauxhall Combo was driven by Abdul Surbi. All 3 were arrested and an investigation was launched by Sussex Police's Serious Organised Crime Unit, SOCU. Budzko, who had evaded police, was later arrested entering the UK again on September 28. In the meantime, officers conducted inquiries with the National Crime Agency, NCA, which revealed another overseas drugs run had been attempted by Moore and Norris just 2 months before their arrest. In May 2023, Border Force officials intercepted a number of packages at Calais Eurotunnel terminal on its journey from Belgium into the UK. The lorry driver on that occasion was Kirill Laptsu, and the packages contained the DNA of Moore and Norris. Mobile phone analysis placed the couple in Belgium just weeks before the drugs were intercepted in Calais. During that time, Moore used Google to translate "I am looking for cardboard moving boxes" into French before making 2 purchases at IKEA on the 3rd and the 4th of May 2023. Norris, 36, and Moore, 32, both of Hull, were both charged with being concerned in the supply of 70 kilograms cocaine and 632 kilograms ketamine on July 26. And fraudulent evasion of the prohibition on the importation of 107 kilograms cocaine between April 30 and May 7. They were both found guilty, with Moore jailed for 13 years and Norris to 10 years. Budzko, 50, of no fixed address, was also found guilty and sentenced to 9 years in prison. Kirill Laptsu, 42, of no fixed address, was charged with fraudulent evasion of the prohibition on the importation of 107 kilograms cocaine. He was found guilty by jury and also sentenced to 9 years imprisonment. Surbi, 53, of Sheffield, was charged with possession with intent to supply ketamine. He pleaded not guilty and was acquitted. Detective Constable Laura Pettit of Sussex SOCU said, "The seizure of this substantial amount of drugs, the largest ever seizure in Sussex, comes as a result of excellent collaborative work between Sussex Police and the NCA. The sentences imposed reflect the extremely serious nature of the offences committed, and are a testament to the hard work of all the teams involved from Sussex Police, the NCA and the Crown Prosecution Service." Sussex Police will continue to pursue organised crime groups and investigate those involved in the supply of illegal drugs. Illegal drugs cause harm and misery to those that become addicted to them and to their families and friends, often linked to other crimes being committed to fund their addiction. This in turn impacts our wider communities and affects us all as the cost to society remains high. Although drug offenses are victimless crimes, the way these organized crime groups operate poses a significant risk to vulnerable and young people, who find themselves being dragged into the drugs world and potentially being exploited. NCA Operations Manager Rachel Bramley said, "These convictions are testament to the collaborative work between the NCA, Border Force and Sussex Police. This crime group sought to flood the south of England with drugs, all for their own financial gain, without any care for the misery their harmful commodities bring to our communities." Drug dealing is directly linked to gang violence and the exploitation of vulnerable people and children across the UK. At the NCA, we are committed to pursuing the organized criminals responsible for running drug supply chains and ensuring they have their day in court.